Hello guys, this is AJ and this is my 2-year anniversary shelf tour. This is not my only shelf right here, but this is where I'm starting. And this has been 2 years since I started collecting albums and merch, and I wanted to do my full shelf tour on the exact day I got my first album. I still have my first album here, you'll know because it's one of the only extremely damaged albums I still own. And we're gonna get right into this, not waste any time, starting from here, moving over, and then going into the other room where I have 2 smaller shelves. On the top shelves is where I put my signed stuff most of the time. So we have from is M-Wave, Dreamcatcher signed photo book, Everglow, M-Wave, signed Lovelies, April, and Tiny G. Move down to the Saturday shelf, which one of the light sticks fell off of its little pole, and into Pink Fantasy, which that is also signed back there. On my standees, to Red Velvet, which I'm actually missing one album. I just realized before filming this. I believe I'm missing the Velvet. Into Dreamcatcher. And next we have G-Friend. And this, more G-Friend. Signed one from K-Town For You. Into WJSN, GWSN, Rocket Punch, Fanatics, and Mamamoo. These albums are too damn big for their own good shelf, plus my season's greetings of CLC and Luna. We have like BTS 7, NCT, Neozone T, the Soulmate albums, Golden Child, the new Wiki Miki albums, like anything that's way too large. And one of my most prized albums, the Sooyoung cover for I Got a Boy. Move on to the next shelf, more Everglow M-Wave, G-Friend, Aaron, The Boys, Very Very, and a Wiki Miki light stick. The Twice shelf, which you can, this was my first album ever, which is why it's destroyed at the top, but I kept it because it was my first one. Then I have the Japanese albums under here, and the Twice TV. And this one's signed by Junghyun, this one signed by Neon. For being technically an alt shelf, it's kind of bland, but I'm working on it. Next is kind of more alt groups that I love a lot. So this is signed Wiki Miki. This is my Nature Standee set from Nature World Code A. And it's Wiki Miki back there, into Nature, into Dream Note, into ITZY, into Blackpink, Weekly, and Secret Number. Then we get into the JYP Boys, which is going to change soon because Stray Kids is not going to fit on here when their new comeback hits. I have everything Stray Kids except for I'm missing one copy of I Am Not. It's just always evaded me that I totally forget to get it. I'm missing a decent amount of GOT7 still. Then we get into Ace, TOO, I signed Everglow again because it just doesn't fit anywhere, and NCT. I'm missing a few Dream albums still. I think I'm missing 2 Dream albums. Then we go into more signed. We've signed Dream Note, Fanatics, Nature, more Dream Note, ANS. Hope they come back soon, someday. And TOO, the one that's signed to my name. This is a new shelf, so it really doesn't have anything on it. It kind of has groups that don't fit anywhere else at the moment. Spectrum, DKB, One Team, Very Very. I'm still missing a lot of Very Very albums. My signed Spectrum and signed Gugudan. This is a lot of Luna. 2 Polaroids I just don't want to lose, so I put them here. My GWSN standees. Technically, the first Alexa album is just a USB stick. And a Momoland album that doesn't fit on my Momoland shelf. Everglow's non-signed albums, Third Eye, and Purple Beck. We go to CIX, Treasure, MCND, and all of ATEEZ. This is an ATEEZ print I got at ATEEZ Chicago last year. And this is a KCON Ryan that is signed by Momoland Jane. She signed its butt, so I have to display it backwards. This is Astro and X1, since I only have the 2 albums, and this is the Sungwoo signed one that I got from M-Wave. It's all Monsta X. Still missing, I don't collect every version of Monsta X, but I'm still missing Shine Forever. Going to From Is 9, CLC, Elris, and Cherry Bullet. This is my KCON bracelet from last year. Going to Momoland, I have pretty much everything. I stopped collecting their Japanese CDs, but I do have their limited Kino, which I'm really happy about. And Oh My Girl. I'm using a tiny lamp to show my stuff that's towards the bottom. This is Daya, Wua, Erez, Bandit, Red Square, Chunga, and Lovelies. New Lovelies comeback will go in here. This is Donkiz and EXO, which is an interesting combination, but I did it. I'm still missing a lot of EXO. At the bottom, we have The Boys and Victim. Kang Z1, both albums are signed in the cover. Busters. All of my Girls' Generation albums are actually like damaged because of just shipping, so they're down here. SIS and Neon Punch, even though that Neon Punch album is upside down. Then we go to a smaller shelf, which I have my Jungkook like premium photo, and then the two Taeyong vinyls that I just haven't found a place for. Signed Momoland, signed WJSN, signed ITZY from M-Wave. This is Card, Z-Stars, and April. This is my limited Z-Stars signed fan. It comes with all 14 members signed on that. Gravity and ONEUS. This is the big hit shelf. This is BTS and TXT. This is Supreme, which I'm still missing 2 of the original albums because I pulled everything I needed, but I still want to complete the S. Shiny, Big Bang, and On and Off. This is 1THE9, 17, VAV, We in the Zone, Vanner, and D-Once. And then AB6 and Woods are at the bottom because they're really clunky albums. And this is in a different room. This is actually the room I do my unboxings in. We have my IZ*ONE shelf, which has all my signed IZ*ONE stuff on it. My Wonder Diary albums haven't got in yet, the signed ones, so this will be changed up again. The Japanese albums, more signed, and big stuff at the bottom with my Gem Kit and Luna Summer App package. And the final shelf, signed M-Wave, ITZY through the back, Rocket Punch Lightstick, Red Velvet Lightstick, signed Third Eye, the new Saturday album I just got, signed Nature, signed Wikimiki, Dream Note, Third Eye, Nature, Cherry Bullet, and Donkiz. And at the bottom, signed Victon, Vanner, Spectrum, and VAV. I actually forgot I had a Regulate and a 4-minute album back here. They're just too dang big. But I'm sure it's to no surprise that I've completely forgotten how many albums I own and completely forgotten how many groups I collect after all this time. But it's been a fun 2 years, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I'll see you guys next time.